just look around you, and you'll see who you really are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your feelings outshine every star you feel upon love. Every mountain, sea, and shore, you will see from far and near a voice you never heard before. So on clear day, on a clear day, you will see forever and ever and ever and ever What the heck was that? Thank you. Yay.
Thank you. And welcome home, Linda Kidder. Linda, I hope you feel at home.
I do.
I hope you will come back many times. Linda is a favorite vocalist at Unity of Vancouver, and it seems most of the time when I go over there to speak, she's there, and she knocks me out every time. We're so glad to have you with us.
Well, as long as Nico's playing, I'll come back.
Okay.
If Linda's here, I'll cancel all my gigs.
There you go. All right. So, Bright Lights concert team, take note. And welcome everyone who's in-house and everyone who's watching online. You are so welcome. This is the place to be. If there's something you want to hear, I know you'll hear it this morning. I'm just going to take a moment to light the power for the month of May, which is the candle for the power of power. I know that sounds, I'll talk about it next week, the power of power. And the candle, the white candle, which we call a candle of our Christ consciousness, which is the divine in us. And then I'll turn it over to Matt.
Just got to get my system all ready here. Well, we've had the welcome, so now it's time to acknowledge the fact that we are grateful to live, work, play, and create on the traditional and unceded territory of the many Indigenous peoples of Vancouver Island, and for that we say, Haishka. Yes, welcome back. Welcome. And hello, everybody. So glad that you are here with us today. Would you like to please either close your eyes or just focus wherever you'd like for our affirmative prayer? Prayer's got two parts today. Dear God, teach me to be generous as you are generous. May the abundance in my life overflow to bless others around me. God is my strength. God is my power. God is my assured victory. I will trust in God, and God will bring it to pass. Namaste. Amen. So it is. And I believe we're going to go into another song. We have got We Are All of Us.
Something's buzzing over here. Just thought I'd like it's the bass. It's buzzing in the monitor. But you can start. It's better, thank you.
Amazing. That was fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's a song written by the wonderful Michael Vincent.
Well, Linda, if Nico sometime, if you can't make it, you're more than welcome to step in. Okay.
My guitar playing can't hold a candle to his piano playing.
It's okay, my guitar playing can't hold a candle to your guitar playing.
I got a couple candles right here.
Where's the candle? Put my guitar over.
Yeah, I'd probably be better off just holding the candle.
Nice. It was fabulous. Both of you are marvelous. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, what's coming up in our community? Several things are coming up. We have the, hold on there. What's Up Unity, your monthly community forum. You can ask questions, share ideas, It's a way to be informed. This is the first Tuesday of each month, and it's on Zoom, and everybody is welcome. Starts at 7 o'clock. Then we're going to have on May 18th, through meditation, prayer, and the powers of imagination and faith, we open ourselves to never-before imagined increases in prosperity for ourselves, each other, and Unity, Vancouver Island. This is going to be monthly on the third Sunday. It's what's called Unexpected Income. There's a sign-up sheet, I believe, in the back on the wall. Sounds like something fabulous you probably don't want to miss. I know I'm going to sign up for that one for sure. Yeah, who doesn't need a little bit more prosperity? That's the Unexpected Income program. That is sort of along the same lines, a little bit different. That's what I thought. Okay, so I'm not going to read it again. Okay, unless you want me to. And then we have... There you go. We attracted it. Yeah, nice. And we have more entertainment coming this month. Now, am I going to pronounce this correctly? Bruce Coughlin or Coughlin? Coughlin. He's going to be here on Saturday, May 24th. Door, starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are $25 to $30. I believe $25 in advance and $30 at the door. And they're on sale starting today. In the back, come see Meg. She'll take care of you. I don't know if you have not been able to show up to one of the musical performances here on the Saturday nights, it's a hoot, it's a blast, it's a great way for fellowship, dancing, and just to have a great time. And all of this is in your newsletters. It's on the website as well. And I also want to remind everybody that also every Thursday, I believe it's the library, Leanne Moores hosts the A Course in Miracles course. What time does that start? 10:30? 10:30, that's every Thursday. You can do that as well. And that's what I have for announcements. If there's something I'm missing, I'm sure Patricia will fill us in on that. We're going to go back into song, Down in My Soul. Here we go.
All right, if you want to sing along, that would be great. Just everything I sing, you sing it right after me, okay? So Nico's going to, so he'll show you how.
I'm going to be right there with you.
1, 2, 3. Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
I hear the music.
need the music.
Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
I hear the music.
I hear the music.
Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
and the whole wide world is my home. I got a new day.
I got a new day.
Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
I got a new day.
got a new day.
Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
I got a new
I
day.
got a new day.
Down in my soul,
Down in my soul,
and the whole wide world is my home. I love the silence down in my soul.
down in my soul,
I love the silence down in my soul. I love the silence
the sun
down in my soul.
in my soul.
And the whole wide world is my home.
The only thing I can say after that is amen and hallelujah. Wow, that was awesome. And you're going to do it again. Here we go. Everything that I need.
Right now? Okay. All right, this is kind of a little reggae thing. And I don't know if you guys know this one, but if you do, sing along. It's pretty easy to get, too. So, no, this is not a reggae one. What am I doing? This is a soft, pretty song. It's Sunday, and this is my 4th gig in a row. Yeah. So it could, yeah. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart down. Yeah, let's get us in the mood for that beautiful meditation. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart. Okay, stop. Sorry. I was right the first time. As I said, it's
It
Sunday.
wasn't bad.
I'm tired. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Everything I need. There we go. Here's the reggae one.
Band meeting, reggae song.
1, 2, 3, 4. Everything I need to know about what lies before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me, mind of God within me. Everything I need to behold about what lies before me, everything I need to behold about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me, through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to be strong about what lies before me. Everything I need to be strong about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to be at peace. What lies before me, everything I need to be at peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me, everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, the mind of God within me, the mind of God
Thank you so much. Now you may have a little rest.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. So happy May the 4th. And you've probably all heard that kind of cute little blessing. May the 4th be with you. And it reminded me. I knew I shouldn't have done it. It reminded me about my husband, who was an English teacher. And as an English teacher, he was very, very fond of metaphors. And he used to dismiss his class with, "Metaphors be with you." So that's why we have the title of the talk today, Metaphors Be With You. So a metaphor is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is applied to an object or action to which it is not literally applicable, something regarded as representative or symbolic of something else. That was a definition. In other words, metaphors give us the ability to express concepts that we cannot express, inexpressible, ineffable things. Metaphors allow us to do that by making us think about something else and then relating it back to the thing, right? So we use metaphors all the time in our lives without really realizing we're doing it, being conscious of it. Things like we describe ourselves as perhaps a night owl. I have a green thumb. She has a heart of gold. I'm a bull in a china shop. Those are all metaphors. We just use them. We use them when we're describing feelings in our body, especially feelings of pain. It's a stabbing pain like a knife, right? It's a grabbing pain. It's a clawing pain. All those things, they're all metaphors. Even the warm, fuzzy feeling that feels like a big warm hug or a warm blanket. Metaphors all over the place, right? We use them to describe our emotions and feelings. I'm floating on air. I'm on cloud 9. I'm in heaven. I'm in hell. I'm happy as a pig in shit, right? Yeah, right? We use metaphors all the time. Come on, that's not such a grown-up thing. And to a great extent, it depends a lot on our cultural understandings, the milieu we live in. I recall watching a colleague of mine vainly trying to describe to our Japanese owner and boss what he meant by "don't throw the baby out with bathwater." And the more he talked, the deeper another metaphor, the deeper he dug himself into a hole, right? So many of our morality stories, our teaching stories, use metaphors. The little train that could, it's a metaphor that teaches children to persevere, to be confident, to use affirmations. The turtle and the hare, metaphors, teaching tales, teaching us lessons about, slow and steady does it. The boy who cried wolf, people who live in glass houses, all metaphors. So metaphors give our minds something concrete and tangible to get hold of. When we sit with it for a little while, it might lead us to a deeper understanding of the ineffable that we're trying to understand that way. It's the bridge that's a metaphor, a bridge between the known and the unknown. Bridge over troubled waters, another great metaphor. So they're very useful in the realm of religion and spirituality to explain what it is we're trying to explain, right? So I thought we could review this morning a few metaphors that we use and to try and convey what New Thought teaching is all about. And the first one, said the caterpillar looking up to the butterfly, "You'll never get me up in one of those things." That's the metamorphosis metaphor. Say that 5 times. So we use that as a metaphor for our personal transformation, right? I don't know about you, but in my 30s, I was definitely a caterpillar. And sometime in my 40s, I started to sprout wings and grow, and my wings can still get bigger and prettier, but I'm definitely transformed. I'm metamorphosed. We talk about the oak tree within the acorn. And actually, the perfect pattern of the oak tree is literally inside the acorn, isn't it? But that's generally another, the DNA in our own genetic code. The journey metaphor is a big, big one, the journey metaphor. The transformation is about the journey. We all say that, don't we? It's not the destination, it's the journey. It's not instant transformation. It's a slow process, and That's a metaphor that encourages us to be patient and persevere, use our powers of understanding and our power of will, perhaps. The hero's journey is the ultimate journey as a metaphor. The hero's journey, the hero's quest, we've all heard that, known as the monomyth, because it's the common template for all of the stories that involve a hero who goes on an adventure and overcomes odds and has a victory and then comes back transformed, right? Most of you would probably have heard Joseph Campbell's teaching on this. He expands the hero's journey into steps. That it begins with living in the ordinary life, hearing the call to adventure, call to service, whatever the call is. Sometimes supernatural aid comes along, and then there's the threshold. That's the beginning of the journey, when you make the commitment, when you step out. Then there's the gathering of helpers and mentors, the meeting and overcoming challenges and temptations, the abyss, possibly death and rebirth, and the crisis climax of every story leads to the transformation, atonement, and return to ordinary life with a gift to give back to humanity. That's the hero's journey, according to Joseph Campbell. And certainly, the story of Jesus' life is the hero's journey, is it not? Perfectly illustrated. With the call, meeting the apostles, the challenges, the death and rebirth, but almost all of our stories and movies and everything, even some of our songs, are based on that hero's journey. So it's a great metaphor, and we can relate to that to share our individual journey, because every one of us in our life is on a hero's journey, aren't we? And sometimes it's a circle of circles of many small heroes' journeys and transformations in our life. So the next one I want to talk about is the hologram metaphor. Now, I don't really understand holograms. I used to be able to kind of explain this. But what I know is that if you take a photograph, an ordinary photograph of, say, a rose, and cut it into 4 pieces, you'll get 4 quarters with, petals in this one and stems and leaves in that one and so forth. But if you cut a holographic photograph in 4, you get 4 perfect roses, 1/4 the size of the whole. And that's got something to do with lasers and interference patterns and all that. But isn't it a great metaphor for who we are as related to the divine? We have 4 complete roses, according to the pattern, but each of us, each individual contains the essence of the entire universe, just as each of those 4 quarters contains the essence of the rose. So that's a beautiful metaphor that I love. And it's very similar to the wave in the ocean metaphor. You've heard that one, I'm sure. The wave is the ocean expressing itself. The ocean isn't in the wave, and in fact entirely in each drop of seawater, right? That's our relationship with the divine. And then there's the computer metaphor, about how our brains are computers, right? They're processing all this data, and they have a programmed beliefs through which we process the data, just like your computer does. And sometimes we need to install a new operating system, don't we? A new belief system. That's why we're here. That's what we're working on. And we just need to turn it off sometimes, because we know that everything will start again if you turn it off for 10 minutes or 10 seconds, right? Just unplug, have a meditation, breathe, and reboot. But we're always replacing our operating system and revising it. Sometimes we need to wipe the computer, which is what they say when they take the old operating system out altogether. So our minds are like a computer. Our brains are like a computer, not our minds. I was watching something last night that reminded me that although scientists will try and tell us this, the brain does not give rise to the mind. The brain is a filter. He called it a step-down reducing valve that steps down the amount of consciousness that's coming at us so that we can process it. That's what our brain does. But our mind, consciousness, is infinite. So think of your brain as a filter. The river metaphor. Often we say a river flows constantly through time and space. We flow through time and space, and maybe the time and space flows through us. I don't know, it's pretty hard to understand all that, isn't it? But a river takes the easiest route. It finds the route for where it needs to go. And our life is doing that too, isn't it? The river needs to get to the ocean. We need to get to transformation. And also we know that in a river, there are rocks. And if the rocks have hard edges, they will cause turbulence in the river. But a river flows smoothly over smooth rocks, right? So it behooves us to smooth out our edges a little bit, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And we find our way home as well. And probably the most new thought, the best metaphor, is the planting of the seed metaphor. This is Unity's law of mind action, which is 3 words, right? Somebody knows them? First word? Mind. Mind. Second word? Idea. Third word? Manifestation or expression. Mind, idea, expression. So mind is the soil. Ideas or thoughts are the seeds. We plant an idea in the fertile soil of our unconscious mind, or subconscious mind, and what? It naturally grows. That's what it does. Now, we can water it with affirmations, we can weed it with denials, but it grows. We plant an idea in mind, it grows, just as the seed grows in the ground. Isn't that a beautiful metaphor, really? And so simple. The life as a lesson metaphor. Life is a classroom. We often hear that, right? We come here to learn. We have specific lessons, we have specific assignments, and when we're finished them, and not before we're finished them, we graduate. So the metaphor of death as graduation, of challenges and struggles as lessons, very helpful, right? All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely actors thereon. A Shakespearean metaphor, but that leads us to a whole bunch of more metaphors, such as who's producing, who's directing your life, who's writing the script of your life, who are the actors and characters in your life, and who's casting them, and who's the crew that's keeping everything together, and who's your audience. What a metaphor. All the world's a stage. And then, of course, there's the God metaphors. We have so many metaphors about God, right? God is dictator, God is boss, God is disciplinarian, God is father, God is judge. Not really, but that's another talk, right? And the Jesus metaphors. Jesus used metaphors constantly. I am the light. You are the light. Don't hide your light under a bushel. I am the bread of life. He who comes to me will never go hungry. The bread is a metaphor for truth and meaning. Coming to me means listening to me, following what I'm teaching and learning from it. And hungry isn't physical hunger at all. It's spiritual hunger, right? Metaphors everywhere, just some of the ones that are in the Bible. The Good Shepherd. Remember the story of the shepherd who had 100 sheep and one got lost and he left the 99 to go find the one? That's a metaphor about serving those in need, the littlest of these, right? The fisher of men, he told his apostles, ye shall be fishers of men. He said, I am the vine, you are the branches. See, all of these are some way of giving our mind something to hold on to that maybe leads us to an understanding. Possibly can't be put into words, but nevertheless, it's an instinctive inner gut understanding of what we're trying to say. So metaphors are very, very useful. But the problem can be that we risk falling into literal interpretation of them. And when I was in Vancouver a couple of weeks ago, I used the story of the little train that could, and they seemed to like it, so I'll do it again. So, everybody's heard the story of the little train that could. We've read this story. Our grandparents all told the story. We embellished it. We acted it out. We choo-chooed around the house. Maybe one day they declared a stat holiday, the little train that could day off, you know. And 16 generations down the road, we're so enthused with this story that we start to believe there really was once a little train that could talk. And once we have that belief, now we have to create miracles to explain how that came about. What created the little train? Where did it come from? And what miracle happened that allowed the train to talk? And I referenced that back to the Easter story because it was Easter. And the way the message of Jesus has sometimes got lost in the story. Where the truth of the little train, you know, the message got lost in this story. And to some extent, in the Easter story, the message of Jesus also got lost, and it became about this story. Because Jesus' message was pretty straightforward, right? Love one another, be humble, be kind. Some of that seems to have got lost in the story. Just interesting. And then we have religious paradoxes. Now, while a metaphor is a word or phrase that refers to another thing as similar, a paradox, on the other hand, not really, it's another metaphor, is a seemingly self-contradictory proposition that reveals a deeper meaning on exploration. So, an apparent contradiction that is really true. And someone said, Christianity is actually the religion of paradox. The Trinity, that God is human, that life comes from death, that achievement comes through failure, that folly is wisdom, that happiness is to mourn, that to find one must lose, and that the greatest are the smallest. Some of the paradoxes that the Bible presents. Somebody told me Buddhism itself is a paradox, a religion with no God. So the paradox leads to another truth for me, that opposites are simply sides of one another, that we can't know life and light unless we know the darkness, that we can't have the experience of day without the experience of night. We understand that within summer is winter and within winter is spring. So we know that wisdom and knowledge exist, although we may be surrounded at the moment by ignorance. Wisdom and knowledge are within that ignorance. Good is always available, though we may be experiencing only evil, because out of evil comes good. Out of chaos comes order. That's the basis of our affirmative prayer, isn't it? And that based on the perfect awareness of God, the essence, the love, the truth, is always everywhere. It's always everywhere. But we have to reach into the evil or whatever's going on to find it. We have to choose it. You know, the good and evil like this, I've said this many times, we have to choose. It's all around us all the time. So we have to reach into the chaos to find the order. We have to reach into the hate to find our love. Although when someone once said the opposite of love is not hate, it's actually apathy. That's interesting too, isn't it? Let us reach into our own apathy, reach into our own hearts to find our own hope, our own love, and our own compassion. Because metaphors are always with us. And the big meta stands for the biggest, right? So the meta force, aren't I clever, is always with us. So let's take that into meditation. And I'll just invite you to relax and allow your breathing to gently lead you to a quieter place. A peace where we know that the peace is within the noise, that love is within all the challenges, all the anger. And just breathing that love deep into our physical bodies and into our soul. We know that the essence of the one force, one power that is greater than we are, is always present everywhere. We feel its presence in our breath, in the beating of our hearts, of the perfect functioning of our bodies. We know that presence and power is right here. We know that it fills our spiritual body and overflows into our world. We know that it reaches out to others in the room and overflows the room. We know that this is actually mind, infinite mind. There is no place where it is not. It offers all possible thoughts, wisdom, knowledge, and it is right here. We know that within our parents' struggles, there is peace, there is perfect unfoldment. It is this in which we have faith. This infinite, all-knowing, all-powerful, the divinity that is within each and every one of us. I invite you now just to sit in gratitude and allow Linda to gently bring us out of meditation.
When I pray, feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I pray. Right here, right now, right where when I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am,
huh? Oh, I'll just get off here then.
All right, two, one, two, three. You give us sunshine, you give us rain, you give us strength to endure the pain. And when it's darkest before the dawn, you send encouragement when hope is gone. You're the power, the force, the all-encompassing one. You give us power to choose our way, some hard decisions to make each day. When we think that you are gone, you send a rainbow, a joyful song. Whatever your name, you're the all-encompassing one. Every flower and tree, you're every mountain and sea, you're everything that's alive. We all see through your eyes. You are mine. Sometimes we're lonely and afraid, can't find a reason or time to pray. Through the illusion that we're alone, and then you show us how we have grown. When all is said and done, you're the all-encompassing one. Every flower and seed, you're every mountain and tree, you're everything that's alive. We all see through your eyes. We are one. You give us sunshine, you give us rain, you give us strength to endure the pain. And when it's darkest before the dawn, you send encouragement when hope is gone. You're the power, the force, the all-encompassing one. You're the power, the force, the all-encompassing one. One more time, one more time. You're the power, the force, the all-encompassing one. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. That's a wonderful song by Vancouver's own Cecile La Rochelle.
That was fabulous. Do it again.
In a different key.
Well, we have so many things to be grateful for here at Unity, as we just witnessed and heard. There's one of it right there, the music. Linda and Nico, thank you, thank you. And you know, you can support this in many different ways. Many different ways. We have donation box in the back. You can do it by cash, check, or card. You can also contribute by volunteering. There's a sign-up sheet in the back to help set things up and break things down every week. You can even maybe volunteer to be a platform assistant. And people bring flowers. Irish Strong brought these beautiful Gerber daisies here. They're gorgeous. Thank you. And we don't have any jewelry for sale this time around, but that probably be coming back. Is there anything for sale, any tickets for any events that I don't know about that are happening other than the concert coming up? No? We have the volunteers in back, Sharon doing the camera and working with the music in the back. Thank you very much. All kinds of ways to help out. So you can go online to find out more through how you can make Unity a better place to be. I don't know how much that could be better than it is now, but it's just help. And thank you. We appreciate every single one of them because life is all about abundance. So let's all repeat the abundance affirmation.
Which one? Sorry. Divine love? Yeah, of course. That's up here somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, let's start from the top.
We'll start again, okay? Divine love.
A long time ago.
And that was, we forgot that slide, but now you are all part of the Unity Choir. So, every week. Okay, we don't bring children up anymore for the blessing, but we do bless them as part of what we have and where we are. So let's join together as we see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. All right, and please join me in prayer. Thank you, prayer protection. Did you hear that? That's a little voice. The light that is God surrounds us. We are one with the light. The love that is God enfolds us. We are one with the love. The power that is God protects us. We are one with the power. The presence that is God watches over us. We are one with the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. Amen. Now, please stand. We're not forming a circle. Just stand up. If you want to hold hands, hold hands. If you don't, that's fine too. If you want to dance, do that too.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as the center, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment, live each moment, peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin
Okay.
I was just like, oh no, she's married. We're gonna. Oh, bud. That was fun.
Thank you.
Let's not make it 20 more. It's okay.